So in this video, I'm going to share my workflow on how I edit talking head YouTube videos extremely fast. Now, one of the things I really hate about making videos is having to cut out all the dead air, the silence, and all the stutters and mistakes I make. I typically film in front of a camera. I do one shot for, let's say, 1 hour, and I make a lot of mistakes, a lot of stutters, and then I have to manually sit in the chair and cut out all the footage, all the mistakes and all that stuff, and it's just extremely annoying. So why not use all the fancy AI tools that we have? So this tool really brings it all together, and it's called Video Haircut. Now I'm going to show you how it works. It's very, very simple. And best of all, it's totally free to use. There's never going to be a subscription unlike those other services. So the first thing you want to do is download the app. Now it supports Windows and Mac OS. In my case, I'm on Windows, so I'll click on Windows. Now for Windows users, you're going to get this pop-up on Windows saying that, this is an unrecognized app. Unfortunately, I haven't signed it yet, and I haven't released it on the Microsoft App Store, but I will be doing that soon. On Mac OS, you're not going to get this issue. The app has been signed by myself as a developer, so don't worry about that. So you can just click on more info and just click on run anyway. All right, so now we have it installed. The first thing you want to do is select your video clip. Now the example I'm going to use is a video that I actually created and released on this channel. You can check it out. It's about the Mac Mini and Adobe Premiere Pro. And here I have a multicam setup. So I'm going to choose the sequence with the longest length, and it's actually this one over here. So you can just quickly drag and drop it. And we're going to extract the audio. This helps me make things really fast. Now, I recommend using 11 Labs. It is the top tier in terms of speech to text. It's one of the best transcriptions. It's very fast, very accurate. There are different services from Replicate, which are actually really cheap to use. You just pay for individual use. You can hook up your billing. But the best part about 11 Labs is that it gives you a generous free tier. So you don't need to sign up with any credit card. You can just get your API key and you can supply it. So let's start it. So here I need to supply my API key. So I can go to 11 Labs and then I'll just grab my API key, just paste it in here, and we're going to start the transcription process. So right now it's transcribing your audio. You can see the credits that remain. I only use about maybe less than 20% of my credits for a pretty long video. This is me talking for about 30 minutes. So it's a pretty free, generous tier. And of course you can just buy more credits for $5 a month. So alternatively, we can go to Replicate, and then you can get your API key, paste it in here, and then start the transcription. So the video that we transcribed is 20 minutes. And if we were to do this on Replicate, it only cost us 5 cents. So this is very sustainable. All right, so the transcription is done. Now what we're going to do is use our own LLM. We don't have to put in an API key. We don't have to subscribe to a ChatGPT wrapper service and pay them a large fee for things that we don't necessarily use. This is the power of this software, is that you can just use your own LLM software. Now, what I recommend is using Claude Sonnet 4.0. It's very accurate. It's very good at doing these types of edits. Or you could use the free version of Gemini. So I can click on Claude. I've already had it open here. So what you do is you copy the template. So right now I've copied the entire script and you just paste it in here. Now, there are some actually good things you can do. You can switch to Opus and you get even better editing. You can also turn on extended thinking. That gives it even better editing. But if you want to be really fast, you can just use Sonnet 4.0. And this is what's so great about this software, is that whenever the models get more powerful, you can actually have a smarter edit. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and use the basic version. And just to show you, I can start chunk 2 in parallel, which is really nice because these take a while. So I'm using the latest Gemini. Copy it, paste it in here. Now Gemini is a thinking model, so it's also very accurate. So on the right side, you can see that it's doing all the edits. It's taking out the duplicate takes, all the stuff that would take me so long. I would be scrubbing along the timeline. I make a mistake and then I go forward and I make another mistake. This is just doing it all for you all at once, and it's so good. So we'll wait for this to be done. All right, so the first batch is done. I'm gonna go to chunk 1, paste it in here, submit it. Okay, you can see our progress is we're almost halfway done. Now let's see what Gemini has done. Let's copy paste. They usually have these very handy copy paste icons that make it very easy. Paste it in here. So after having submitted all the output from our LLMs, which have done the initial edit, you can see that things here that have repetition have been cut out. For example, things like testy mic, now so I. What I can actually do is hit N to go next for every edit, or I can hit P to go on the previous one. All the keyboard shortcuts are described over here. Now, let's say, for example, I don't like this take over here. I can highlight it all and hit Control or Command S, and this will strike it out. And this will be indicated as completely cut out from your clip. And of course, you can do individual words like this. So you can go Control S like that, and it automatically saves. If you don't want to use keyboard shortcuts, you can click on the next over here, and then you just keep going. What's really great about this is first you have the initial edit from the LLM, and then you come in and then you make any refinements or anything you like that, just like a Word document. And it makes it really fast. You don't need a very beefy computer to go through all the footage and stuff like that. This is what I like about this. It's just very simple, and you just edit like you would edit an essay. So once you're done revising your script, all you need to do is export it. Now you can choose your specific editor that you use. In my case, I use Premiere Pro, and I like to use the JSON format. Now the JSON format does use a third-party tool, but that's free to download. So you can just go ahead and download it, load it into your Premiere Pro extension, and then you can apply all the cuts in Premiere Pro. I'll quickly show you how that works. But just so you know, there's other native XML exports which don't require a third-party plugin, but those have more limitations. If you're curious on how to use these documents, you can just simply click on the info icon and it will take you to the documentation. You can just choose the editor you use and just learn more on how to use these formats. So you can see we have Final Cut Pro, we support Multicam, and if best of all, if you want to do a quick preview, you can actually export this as in video or audio file so that you can quickly preview it. In this case, let's go with the JSON format. So I'm going to copy both these files and I'm going to create a new timeline sequence. And then we're just going to simply synchronize them. So this is a very easy step. You just bring them on top of each other. You click synchronize and you just leave the default and it'll quickly synchronize. If I go, you can see that we have the longer clip that we had transcribed and edited with AI. Now I'm going to go into the third-party extension. Now you'll just have to download and install it. There's instructions on how to do it. So first, make sure you select your clip. At this point, they're synchronized and make sure they're aligned at 000. Then we want to select the JSON file. Now it's applying the cuts. Then we select the second file and we do the same thing, apply the same cuts. Now everything is synchronized and you can go ahead and delete the audio for the file that you don't care about. In our case, this was the scratch audio, so we can delete it. I just hold Alt and then delete. One really cool thing is you can click this box over here and you can see the power of the edits, how it removes all the silences. So you can see all the cuts that were made, all the red. Obviously in a real life scenario, you're probably never going to have this checked. Once you've applied all your JSON cuts, the next step is critical to fine-tuning your sequence. What I like to do is hold Command and drag on the start and end of any clip to extend or shorten the clips. This automatically ripples the timeline, keeping your sequence intact without creating any gaps. Similarly, you can do ripple delete or trim to the left of the playhead or trim to the right of the playhead. The goal here is to make your A-roll talking head sound as smooth as possible. After fine-tuning your clips, you can create additional camera angles using subsequences. Select multiple camera angles, right-click, and then choose Make Subsequence. This lets you apply transformations like side-by-side comparisons, effectively creating new composite angles from your existing footage layers. Make sure you do all this fine-tuning before we go on to the next step, which is the multicam step. For the multicam setup, select all your synced camera angles and create a nested sequence. Then enable multicam mode. This unlocks the real power. You can cut between angles in real time. Here's a pro tip. You can set up keyboard shortcuts to switch between camera 1, 2, and 3. Avoid editing inside the nested sequence once you've enabled multicam. It can break your sync and cause playback issues. If you need refinements, do them before the nested sequence, or you can apply them on top of the actual multicam sequence. So yeah, that's basically it. You've edited an entire 20-minute video in less than a couple of minutes. And it was all edited with AI initially, and then you're the human in the loop. You made sure everything was correct. What I like about this workflow is that it doesn't restrict you from using your own editor that you used all the time. For example, let's say you're really acquainted with using Premiere Pro and you know how to effectively work through that. This type of software doesn't restrict you to using, for example, like some other application to do the whole video edit. Anyways, I hope you check out Video Haircut in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.